Welcome everyone out there in the IT Nation world. We are bringing a special edition of a IT Nation Secure live stream to you, live with Bitdefender, who is our diamond sponsor at IT Nation Secure this year. So we've got Rich Tallman in the house. Hey, Rich, how are you?
Hey, Rich.
Doing well. Hey, hi, Davina. Hey, Vicky. How you guys doing?
We're doing good. Davina,
Good. Excited to see you guys. I mean, it's going to be crazy. Gaylord coming up quick. So yeah.
Best Bitdefender today.
Yeah.
I know. You guys get a gold star, Davina. Congratulations. And Vicky, gold star for the jersey. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So we're rocking our Bitdefender swag.
I like it. And I didn't have to pay you for it at all. It's perfect.
No,
so.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Here's my biggest question, though. Is this a biking jersey or is this a running jersey?
It's really a soccer, football or soccer jersey. So that was the theme behind that one. So it's right. I mean, if you want to bike or run in it, go for it. It's breathable and athletic. So go for it.
Right. It just wicks the sweat right away.
Takes it right away. Yeah. Go for it.
Oh, that's great. Well, okay. We've obviously got our Bitdefender swag on. We are excited that you're here with us, Rich. Tell us a little bit about Bitdefender. You guys are coming back to sponsor IT Nation Secure again this year. Diamond sponsor.
In a big way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're excited. So Davina, working with Davina and working with you, Vicky, it's always a pleasure. So thank you for inviting us on. You know why? Because we believe in the community, right? We believe the community needs to have more access to things to bring the community together. And we feel IT Nation does that. And they're doing a really good job. I think we've been involved from almost day one, back when it was virtual world and shutdown world. So since then, it's just we want to build something that people can come to. They can trust they're going to meet a lot of people like them, a lot of people they want to meet, and also learn. Right? Learn what's going on, what's in the market, how can we get better? Really just security focused. And that was the whole goal. So working with Jay Ryerson and Drew and Tim's, et cetera, it's been kind of our pleasure, right? To be able to parlay the information that we're garnering around the world and bringing it back to the community. That's the ultimate goal.
Yeah, I love that. There has been certainly an evolution through the years. And Davina Collins, you have been a large part of this as well. You helped to really stand up IT Nation Secure from the get-go. And what was it, 2020? 2019.
2020. Yeah.
2020. What a year to start a brand new type of conference.
The event just keeps growing. I mean, we've had more IT Nation properties added this year, but IT Nation Secure, we've got over 60 vendors, Bitdefender coming back in a big way. But we do have 20 new exhibitors that are joining us this year. So that's kind of exciting. I'm looking forward to it. We're 2 weeks out. Bitdefender is such a pleasure. The people, I love the people. Carrie, Rich, and I all go back a long way. So I'm excited to see you guys. I know you have 2 breakout sessions coming up. You've got the biggest booth in the Solutions Pavilion, so you can't.
Oh, that's good to know. That's fantastic.
Right next to the ConnectWise area. So yeah, excited to have you guys there, and also excited about the swag. You guys always do such a good job, hence the outfits that we're wearing. But
we didn't coordinate this either, Davina. So just,
I know.
Nice. Yeah, for the record, this was all ad hoc, right?
And just huge kudos to Jennifer Childs. So she puts it all together. She designs things like football jerseys, and then also the cool ones that say established in 2001. So very cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, JC.
So Davina, for our viewers out there that may not know who you are, tell us a little bit about your path, your journey at ConnectWise. I know you've been with ConnectWise in the IT Nation for a while now.
Yes, actually today is my 6-year anniversary.
No way.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Helping out with the IT Nation, all third-party solutions that have a tool that is beneficial for the MSP community are welcome to exhibit at any of our IT Nation events. But yeah, if someone's curious about getting in front of the audience or exhibiting at one of our events, I can, help with that and figure out which property might be the best, depending on what your business objectives are.
Okay, very cool. And Rich, I know we went right to Bitdefender sponsoring IT Nation Secure, but
Well,
I would love if you could, and we've done some stuff together on streams and videos, and you've graced the main stage at IT Nation events.
I think I'm in this year too, so we'll see. I got to look at my schedule and make sure I'm prepared. I might even be interviewing Mr. Jason, so we'll see. I don't want to mess up that one.
Ooh, yeah.
We'll see. We'll
see. No pressure. No. So tell us a little bit about your role at Bitdefender, Rich, and yeah, let's learn a little bit more.
I'm our global senior director of MSP security for Bitdefender. So working with people like you, the community, et cetera, the MSPs to build solutions that they actually need, want, desire, just to help them run their business and make their business work, right? Leveraging and basing all of that off the awesome Bitdefender technology that hopefully we all know and love. And if you don't, let us know, right? And that's why we have such a big booth, right, Davina? So, and we will have some legit people attending, right? We've got some people flying over from Bucharest, I think Germany. A lot of people from the States are coming in, technical people. When I mean people, like technical people, like actual software developers and engineers that actually listen, right? Which is the weirdest thing. Been doing this forever. Our product team will listen and take notes from these meetings we have in this booth. So if you have an idea, a need, a want, a desire, come by the booth. If someone's open, would love to talk with you. If that need is something that we see fits, they'll actually build it. And that's the weirdest thing about Bitdefender is they build it and they build it fast. So the product engineers, huge shout out to them. They're so good in listening and building what the MSPs want. And that's really where we were built for the MSP community, right? So a lot of the things we offer and bring back. So, and when it comes to IT Nation and especially IT Nation Secure, it's a no-brainer, right? We can go to these other large shows and do all this stuff, but you tend to be kind of like, and the MSPs might even feel this too, like security is like 1/17 of what actually needs to be addressed. This is focused on security, and it's right. You're bringing the best and brightest around so they can focus on it. And you can go to other 3-letter named events. I won't say who they are. They're really good, but it doesn't address our community, right? The MSP community. I used to run an MSP way back when. And I know, right? You're starting every month at zero and you got to figure out how am I going to go protect my customers? How am I going to make money? How am I going to grow this business, right? So that's really the benefit and the huge differentiator between IT Nation Secure and others that are out there. So,
yeah, that's a really good point. And the evolution of this partnership between Bitdefender and ConnectWise has been, I mean, it's been great to watch it kind of grow. And we started out as selling the EDR standalone solution. Before that, it was AV, right? Gravity Zone. And then it evolved to EDR. And then there's all of these other additional opportunities to enhance your cybersecurity posture with Bitdefender. And now there's the MDR offering with ConnectWise. I mean, what do we have to look forward to next, Rich?
We got some cool things. We got some cool things we'll probably announce at the booth along with ConnectWise. So we'll just say beyond the endpoint scalability that the CW SOC team can go out and manage and address. But it's funny because we evolved just like everybody. You start with something that's really good, and then you either evolve and grow with it or you don't, right? And you kind of get left behind. So we've seen that, right? Those economies of scales, they've kind of forced all of this data onto an application out of your control, the MSP. And then they're kind of forced to use something that they might not have expertise in, but you know what? They're getting paid to manage it and monitor it, right? So it's like, that's where we come along with them to help secure those things that they might have inherited when they're working with their customers. So whether it's through our AI automation, through our software, Gravity Zone instances, support, et cetera, working with the ConnectWise SOC team, et cetera, we're just trying to make the job for the MSP community a little less stressful.
Yeah,
right?
a little easier.
So, yeah.
Less different point solutions and consolidation and being able to, like you said, listen to what the needs are. Yeah. And if that could be enhancements to what you already offer in your solution stack or net new offerings, that's
well, and the interesting way, it also brings additional revenue for the MSPs, right? I don't want to go too much into the business side, but it's like you can offer a base offering and a base solution, but if you are able to decipher what the need is at that particular customer, there might be extended layers of protection that could be offered, right? Very easily. You just turn them on. But everything has that incremental price upgrade, right? With anybody. So if they wanted something extended, but that then, and I always like to simplify things, it then brings the good, better, best scenario, right? Good, or I like to say great, is our base solution. The better is the bundles, the advanced threat security, our AI. I mean, we've been doing AI since the name's changed. We've been doing this since 2008, guys. We have a lot of patenting around machine learning, which is now AI. And we use this like for anti-malware specifically. I think there's a podcast coming up that we're hosting ourselves with some of our labs folks that run specifically around AI intervention through malware and anti-malware. Like the stuff we're doing in engineering. And yeah, dude, it is.
We'll have to get that and drop that in the chats when we find it. Yeah.
Very cool stuff. Very cool stuff our labs is presenting and bringing out. So yeah, there's just some cool stuff. And again, it all goes back to the MSP. Like, how can we help the MSP? How can we bring things very simplified to them so they can then bottle it up and offer it back, right? And then trust, most importantly, trust. How can I trust that this thing that I'm offering is a valid solution and it's not gonna put egg on their face, ultimately. So
yeah. Yeah. And I love hearing that you are so open to taking feedback from the MSPs. So that's great and helps to evolve the product. And you guys have 2 breakout sessions at the event. So one on each day. So everyone can go and check out and kind of hear some of the latest updates and things that you guys will be announcing at the event.
Yeah, I think initially we were talking about, okay, what do we want to show the community, right? What do we want to share? And you could get into the whiz bangs and green lights and whistles of stuff. But I think what we decided on was 2 separate panel discussions. I got to check with Jennifer. I think we're doing a panel discussion with MSPs. So they in turn can field questions, explain what's going on and why. And I think the other one was a panel discussion with some of our software engineers. I can't remember. You guys, I have to look. But the goal is to be more open and allow them, the folks that are hopefully going to attend these sessions, to learn more, right? And maybe there's a need there that they had, and maybe they didn't know they had, that we can then fill that need, right? So see the need and fill it. So that's kind of the goal, is to be more open with people, to help them learn, because again, they're our front end warriors, right? They're out in the field on the street with the customer firsthand. We're behind the scenes presenting and performing and supplying them with things to kind of be successful in the field.
Yeah, well, Automation Nation and IT Nation Grow are really at the forefront of the start of that week of IT Nation Secure. So our hope is that a lot of the engineers and more technical audience that's coming to Automation Nation is coming to Secure, and that would be a great panel to come to as your engineers on, because then you're giving that real-time feedback.
And one of the cool things, and hopefully they'll mention it, we're asking people more. We have a really phenomenal labs team, you guys. They've been around for a long time. A lot of our head labs folks are in universities, so they're professors in universities, security training, et cetera, throughout Europe, et cetera. But they've written 32 decryptors, right? So if somebody gets hacked and there's ransomware put on their bounty, we've written decryption, right? And no joke, I've literally been in an event, massive event. I mentioned it less than I just mentioned there. 2 partners came to the booth immediately after, and Mike Reeves was working with them. And he's like, yeah, okay, well, what do you have? Literally, they were locked right then and there. Like the engines and all the tenants inside of their console were locked.
Not the ideal play, but actually kind of ideal if it did happen to you, that you're at the event and that you're with the vendors that you're working with.
Well, and it's like the cool thing about it is that they were able to get what they needed. And again, just so we're clear, the Bitdefender stuff was fine. They were locked other stuff, just so we're clear.
Okay.
But using that, the tools inside of that solution were then real simple. They're like, oh yeah, that ransomware is here. You guys have their decryption, boom. And they were able to unlock it and save. And I think we've saved like our finance teams actually calculated, I think we've saved over $1.6 billion in the industry just through our ransomware decryption. Right. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. But having a platform like IT Nation Secure, people might not ever even know that, right? Unless we can share this inside the community. Guys, look, if you're attacked, work with the community, find out what's available, what's out there. They could probably just go to the Bitdefender Labs page and boom, it's right there. So things like that, hopefully
you don't know it exists until you
Yeah.
start asking around.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
attending live streams like today.
Exactly. Yeah.
Good
Thank you.
feedback.
Yeah. Thanks for
You're
hosting.
welcome.
So
Yeah. Yeah. So Davina, tell us a little bit about what are some of the other things that you're most excited about for IT Nation Secure this year? What do we got going on in terms of
There's a
fun
lot
stuff?
going on.
Yeah.
So we're 2 weeks away, officially today, 2 weeks out. So we've got the welcome reception. And then we're going to be, that'll be a great time to go into the Solutions Pavilion, kind of start to see some of the different cool technologies that are exhibiting this year. We've got some new to the space startups. So I mentioned, I think earlier, that we've got about 20 new companies coming, new technologies. And so be sure to check out the startup section to learn about these new and emerging technologies. Also in the Solutions Pavilion, we've got the Marketplace Theater. So there'll be an agenda there. You can check it out and sit in on some of the sessions that are interesting for you. We're going to have themes. I love themes. And so everyone, this is kind of a pro tip so that you can put into your Amazon carts and start to be ready for the event. But we've got a secret agent themed party happening on Tuesday night.
Ooh,
So
okay.
right following the pub crawl, we're going right into that celebration. And then on the day 3, which would be Wednesday, we'll have a closing party. It's like an 80s rock theme. So some really fun themed parties and networking opportunities available.
So Rich, pull that leather jacket that we know you have, that leather bomber jacket out of your closet.
Easy, Vicky. Oh man.
Just kidding.
I might have to borrow Lupo's. Just kidding.
Yeah, well, so okay, I'm very curious what people are going to wear for these events. Davina, have you done any planning yet? What are you going to be wearing?
Just started to, kind of put some things in my cart and see, what works.
Okay.
All right.
Like Inspector Gadget kind of themed? Is that what we're thinking?
Right. Like, I mean, just Google secret agent and see what comes up. And I think anything from Sherlock Holmes to a black trench coat kind of theme could work, so do you.
That, I don't know, the people within the Gaylord are like, what is going on? So,
Yeah. The IT Nation is taking over.
Yeah.
We've announced.
I think I would dress up as Get Smart. He was my favorite growing up. So I don't know if you ever watched that show back in the eons ago. I'll say last century. Watched it last century. So, yeah, we're excited, you guys. We're excited to be here. We're excited to partner with you guys. It's we partner with a lot, right? So we partner with you guys, the community. We partner with, I think, 27 countries, police agencies, Interpol, FBI, DOJ. A lot of stuff happens at the back end people don't know or see, and hopefully they never do have to, right? And that's the ultimate goal. But there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, again, that we can bring back to the community just to simplify things. And ultimately, they can just rely on Bitdefender. It's just, we're trusted always, right? You don't have to worry about it, So,
yeah.
And if they are, let us know, because we'll show up in force. I like to say we like to overload at that point, all right? Overload and overpower. So then the games begin.
Well, there's a lot of vendor awards that we have this year that we're going to be announcing most of the winners during the keynote on the 3rd day.
Okay,
so
that's
if
Wednesday.
you are, so if you're attending, make sure that you are watching out for how to vote for vendors like Bitdefender for some of those categories. Davina, what do we have? What are some of those categories that we're?
So best in show, most valuable, most innovative, best newcomer, best breakout session, and also the vendor quick fire. So I didn't really mention that, but it's another one of my favorite sessions to sit in, because you get to hear just, quick pitches from numerous different vendors, and you can decide which ones you want to go see in the Solutions Pavilion. And there's raffles, so they're great and fun to be a part of. And then you get to vote on your favorite. And I've seen some really creative vendor quick fires. So I'm sure Bitdefender will have something good for the vendor quickfire session, and their marketplace theater presentation, and then their breakout session. So quite a bit.
I know we'll give something really cool away. I don't know what they are. We got to text Jennifer, but I know there'll be something really cool. But Wes, it's pretty much business, right? Hey guys, this is what we do. Check it out. Boom, 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 boom. And if you want to learn more, come by the booth.
Hold on. I got to stop you for a minute. You do the pitch, but you get Paul Lupo
Who's doing it.
is an engineer wizard. For those of you who don't know Paul Lupo, you got to make sure to watch out for him on the dance floor at some point, because he's got some great moves and he knows how to break it down. So I think that if you could get him to pitch while he's dancing,
I don't know.
You can have something there.
I don't know. Let me check with HR.
I love it.
Funny.
All right.
Yeah, we're excited, you guys. I know from Monday morning, getting her set up, getting the booth, which is massive. Apparently, we like demo pods. So if you want to learn more, come by. We've got tons. But again, the ultimate solution for IT Nation Secure is to come learn something new. There's a lot of new cool technologies that are out there, you guys. So pop by, learn from everybody that's there, and then we're excited. Excited for our breakout sessions. Excited for our main stage sessions. Excited to win a ton of awards.
Yeah.
That's it. So you guys, thank you so much for having me on. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah. No, well, I was going to ask you, my last question was going to be, what's the last thing that you want people to know about before we sign off and see you in 2 weeks? And I feel like you nailed it, Rich.
I think Bitdefender cares, right? And ultimately, let people know that they're not alone. You're not alone out there. You might feel like it. You are, Mr. and Mrs. MSP. You're not, right? So look for your trusted partners. Align with them, build relationships with them. At the end of the day, it's all about relationships. No matter how many blinky lights that are out there and deployed, you still got to have trusted relationships together. So you're not alone. Just let us know, and we'd love to come alongside you and help out. So that's it.
Very cool. And just remember, take a picture of Rich's face, because he will be there. He's a tall man. You will see him in a crowd. Come over, say hello to the Bitdefender crew, because I'd love to see you. Yeah. And
would love to.
And Davina, what's your last takeaway? What's the thing that you're most pumped about before we sign off and see you in 2 weeks?
Oh gosh, well, so much. All the things that we've talked about. The keynote speaker, Teresa Payton, I'm excited to see her.
Yes, more women in cybersecurity on the main stage. Yeah, I can't wait to see that either. That's gonna be great.
Yeah. Okay. All around. Yeah, I can't wait to see everyone that I haven't seen yet this year. So just looking forward to the event and getting back with some old friends.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to have a spot in the Solutions Pavilion as well, right?
Yes,
if you have
I
vendors
will.
that need to talk to you.
Anyone out there who's curious about sponsorship or wants to come by and just say hi, I will have a booth in the Solutions Pavilion, so I'll be easy to find.
Okay, great. All right. Well, Rich, thanks again for joining us, and thanks to Bitdefender as a whole for coming back and being such an amazing sponsor of IT Nation Secure. For all of you tuning in, we can't wait to see you too in 2 weeks. So take care, stay safe out there, and we'll be hanging out real soon in Orlando. Bye, folks.
Bye.
Bye.